4 years after witnessing the horrors of a brutal regime in the Middle Eastern nation of Turkestan. An unnamed American billionaire and philanthropist who made his fortunes from inventing neodymium magnets fakes his own death to form an anonymous vigilante squad to take down criminals and terrorists that governments will not touch. Neodymium are micromagnets which one can control using electronic devices and turn into a weapon. One realized that the governments don't help people who need it, and his billions were not going to be enough. So, he decided to solve the root of the problem by himself. Now known as 1. Ryan Reynolds. He recruits 5 other people to abandon their pasts and join his cause as ghosts. 2. Melanie Laurent, Camille, a spy. 3. Manuel Garcia Rolfo, Javier, a hitman. He was a Colombian assassin working for the drug mafia. 4. Ben Hardy, Billy, a parkour runner and thief. One met him after he had stolen a really expensive diamond set and was betrayed by his partners after the robbery and left for dead. 5. Adria Arjona, Amelia, a doctor. And 6. Dave Franco, a driver. One stores all their past records inside the hulk of an abandoned plane in the California desert, which is also their base of operations. One establishes a set of ground rules such as not sharing names. Leave the laggards behind. On their first mission in Florence, Italy, the team kills the lawyer of Turkestan's 4 generals before they are chased across the city by the mafia and the police. The lawyer was covering for the ruler and his 4 generals by denying that any atrocities took place on their watch. 6. The driver is killed just as they manage to get away. The getaway leaves a trail of mayhem and destruction through the entire city. The team works together as a single unit to get out of numerous tight situations. Even though each member on their team has their own stress and pressure points. Days later, one recruits former Delta Force sniper Blaine and renames him 7. Corey Hawkins. Blaine had correctly spotted a terrorist van disguised as a UN vehicle in Afghanistan. The UN was spelled backwards on top of the van, but failed to report it on time, which led to the death of his entire squad when it blew up. One tells 7 that this is his chance to do some good in the world by fighting some world-class evil people. As the rest, Blaine fakes his own death to turn into a ghost. One plans a mission to stage a coup to topple the government of Turkestan dictator Rovich Alamov, Lior Raz, and install his imprisoned brother Murat, Peyman Mahdi, as the country's new leader during the Day of the Dead. As an ad distributor in Turkestan, Ravach's war on his people created 1 million refugees, many of whom sought shelter in camps on the Turkestan border. One was visiting one of the refugee camps as part of a PR tour. He just wanted to cut the check, click a few PR photos and be on his way. One had seen firsthand Rovich bomb his own population with phosphorus bombs, which burnt their bodies from the inside. One only managed to survive as he got to a mosque in time. In minutes, a refugee camp with 80,000 people was reduced to a rubble. From that day on, one cared to bring the perpetrators to justice. Through the mission in Italy, the team gets their hands on the lawyer's phone, which they unlock through his eyeball, and gain access to all secure communications and travel plans of Ravach's generals. They learn that Rovich is sending them to Las Vegas for an arms deal. The team assassinates Ravach's generals in Las Vegas, but the generals have already made the deal for 2 tons of sarin gas. One gets the information on where Rovich has hidden his brother Mert, who was delivered to him by the CIA, specifically by 2 Rovich had hidden Murat in Hong Kong. Murat tells Rovich that the throne belongs to the people, and his atrocities will only make Murat more popular with the people. The team successfully extract Murat from the knee-high tower in Hong Kong. When 4 is cornered by hitmen during Murat's release, 7 insists to save him, as he does not want one more death on his hands that he can avoid. 7 forces 1 to abandon his rule of leaving the laggards behind. 7 comes from Delta forces, who never leave one of theirs behind in a war zone. Following an argument between 1 and 7, the ghosts break their code of anonymity and reveal each other's names. 1 also learns that 2 and 3 are having sex with each other. In Turkestan, 1 sets his plan in motion by hacking the state-run television station during Ravach's address to give Murat a voice to the people. Murat's impromptu speech inspires the citizens to revolt while strategic explosions in the city force Rovich to evacuate to his private yacht and Murat occupies the palace. The ghosts storm through the yacht and 1 activates a magnetic pulse to incapacitate the guards. When the yacht is immobilized in the middle of the ocean, Rovich flees in helicopter, only to discover it to be commandeered by the Murat and the ghosts, who drop him near the border to feed him to the refugees. In the aftermath of the revolution, Murat becomes Turkestan's new president and the ghosts part ways until they are once again needed. 1 travels to New York City and sees his illegitimate son, whom he will pass his fortunes should he die in the next mission.